All right, so it's officially the 10-day countdown until my big 3-1, the big day, and following my journaling session from earlier this AM. I usually don't say mourning, as it implies mourning, as if you lost something and you are mourning and grieving. But today I am going to say earlier this morning, because I have been mourning parts of myself and ways of being that I've let go of or lost along the way. And in my journaling session this morning, I decided that with this 10-day countdown, I'm going to be much more intentional and purposeful in sharing my practice, my expansion, my elevation practice with you all. And it always doesn't look pretty and put together, and sometimes it looks and feels raw. And also in this morning of mine, I was remembering and reminding myself that these parts of me that I was missing or longing for or assuming that I'd lost were never lost. When it comes to our being, when it comes to us being our fullest selves and expanding into our fullness, it can be very easy to look back, forward, side to side, wherever way you're looking, and crave what once was, crave what will be, crave what could have been, when in reality you can create that and make that your reality right now. And if it's a part of you, it's never lost. If you didn't let it go, it's always still with you, and you just have to tap into the frequency where you can be all of you, fully you, the elevated frequency. Not to plug the podcast, but that's what elevated frequency is all about. So as I was saying, I want to be much more personal and purposeful and intentional with sharing my practice, my expansion, elevation practice with you all. And in this 10-day countdown, I'm doing that. Part of that will be me writing forgiveness letters, appreciation letters, acknowledgement letters, love letters to myself and to the different spaces and areas of my life where I started to embody this idea or this belief that I wasn't enough, or when I would get stuck in those cycles and those shame loops. And I started pinpointing the spaces where I could see myself doing that, the dimming, the minimizing, the shrinking, the people I would do it with. So for my personal self and practice, I will be writing letters. I can't say that I'll send those letters out or give them to the people or the situation I'm writing them for. They're really for me to forgive and to release what I don't need anymore, what's no longer serving me, and what's blocking me from living my power, living my purpose, living my true goddessness, my fullness, freely, confidently, courageously, bravely. And then with you all, I will be sharing with each day of the 10-day countdown a tenet of sanctuary and a practice of one of those tenets of sanctuary. So when I talk about sanctuary, I mean that safe, brave, internal ecosystem that empowers you to be all of yourself, to shine confidently, to reclaim and to live your brilliance. It is that internal space that we must cultivate, we must nourish every single day to make sure that we are walking in our power. And it provides us the fuel and nourishment to do that. So with these tenets of sanctuary that I've identified through my own experience, through my own expertise, through my own education and inherent knowing and knowledge from this life, from past lives, from all the lives that are to come. And I've identified 10 tenets. These tenets that are embedded in everything I do. I'm going to show you my tattoo. You can see it. Sanctuary is everything to me. It is why I'm here. The tenets I've identified are nourishment, or your hydration, nutrition, or what you're allowing in energetically. Movement, grounding, community, meditation, rest, pleasure and play, creation, sound, cleansing. So with these 10 days, I'm going to go through each tenet. Each day we'll do one practice associated with that tenet, and I'll kind of talk through what that tenet represents and why it is important to your life and to your sanctuary and to your sovereignty. And I'll present them in a way where you can do them with me. Because part of what's been my holdup with the podcast and getting some of my stuff out is recording and then editing. The editing takes so freaking long. So I'll probably just go live and do it. Do one of those actions and talk about them. And I think it'll be a great way to segue into my born day, my solar return, my big 3-1. I've learned so much in my 30 years here, and it's high time for me to share all of this knowledge and wisdom and fun and light with you. So lock in, because you're taking this countdown ride with me. We are riding through Sanctuary. I love y'all.